Hello everybody, welcome to your daily pop of positivity. How is everybody? Hooray, I thought I'd do a nice simple setting with two cards and we're going to pull some really gorgeous light-hearted inspirational cards that I just love. Oh my gosh, you guys, today was the first day in a while where I just laid in bed and meditated and took it easy and do things I wanted to do past midday and just slowed down, because with graduations and appointments and our busy life schedule, that when you guys have a moment to just pause and hold all the things dear and sacred to you that you love and enjoy, like whether it's your comfy bed, a good book, good decks, take the time to do it, because it makes all the difference in the world. And then we're just not worrying and scurrying. We're just kind of like in flow state. If I want to rest and I need to take it down a couple notches, I will. And then you'll start to feel like, now you have more time. And, you just feel like any limitations in terms of time, space, ability disappear, and you realize that you can facilitate all the change that you need. Because one of my big issues was, oh my gosh, I don't even want to go out in my living room. It's just covered in beads and different drawers and shipment stuff and tarot cards all over the place and joy that needs organizing. And I thought, you know what, I still love that. It doesn't have to be, it can be in disarray. There is a time where I can do a little bit at a time, step by step, and put it all back together and get laundry done. I don't need to see my space of living as a to-do list. It's all right as it is. It'll get back into play the right way when I have time. And it's been a busy week, so it's like I'm fortunate that I have a couple businesses that keep me that way. So this is two of the cards that really struck me. When was the last time that I couldn't stop laughing or smiling? And part of this was yesterday and observing certain things. I was observing certain things at Hagen's graduations, and I love teenagers. I just feel like they're funny and sometimes super awkward, and socially watching them is hilarious, and they take pictures of everything. They live on their phones and they get super excited about stuff. And I was just laughing at their enthusiasm towards just the summer and going on break, and then on our way to dinner. This is last night after we had dinner. We took Hagen out to dinner and we started laughing so hard because Ian hurt his toe, which made him walk really funny and slow. So it was so crazy at the graduation. I would walk my normal pace and then I'd realize, where the heck is Ian? And he would literally be like a whole football field behind me because he had this condition with his foot. And I thought, oh my God, it made me laugh so much because it was like caretaking for somebody who had, some kind of handicap. So I kept slowing down. And then last night when we left the restaurant, Hagen and I in our own, we get in our own little chit chat world, and we figure that we just see a red vehicle, so it's ours, and it's nowhere near where we parked. And of course, Ian has this condition and he's walking really, really slowly behind us, and we don't even know. I don't even think he got out of the restaurant by the time we were at the far part of the parking lot at the wrong car, and we're waiting there, and he goes, "Where's Dad?" And I'm like, I don't know, maybe he fell down. And I don't know why that came out of my mouth. And Hagen burst out laughing. He's like, why in the world would that be the first thing that came to your head? And I'm like, I don't know, because his foot is messed up. And I was like, oh my God, we didn't wait for him. So then we run back and we find out he's in the car that is a whole parking lot away. And we just went to the wrong car because we parked one time there in the past or something ridiculous. And it was so funny that we laughed half the way home going still about the maybe he fell down. But when you have these crazy family things that happen and you just start laughing, it was so weird. And you have to make exceptions for your poor family members that can't walk and they're limping along. But it was a really great time, and that made me feel good. And this also is saying, this is part of it. When we feel like we have space, we do laugh and we play and we're more content with our lives and we think things are silly and fun and we have a good time. So where can I create more space? And I did this. I was able to do this for myself today. I was like, you do not need to jump out of bed when you wake up. The animals already have food. You're just providing them with more. Everybody's doing their own thing. Just lay there and kind of daydream and take it easy and think about this, because I'm always thinking about this, because once I get the ball rolling, and a lot of you guys know this feeling, once you get the ball rolling in work mode or production mode, it's very hard to slow down, right? You get almost this cumulative effect of, I need to knock the next domino down. I need to do this. I'm going to start checking my list. And then work feels like work, even if it's something you absolutely love, because you feel like, okay, I want to finish this before dinner. I want to finish this. But why are we pulling so much in? And that's when I really like to have the one choice focus completion. Second choice, focus completion. We don't have to be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna do this, set that. Just one. Let me pick one thing you want to do, whether it's laundry, if your laundry is getting out of hand. What I'm gonna do is just pick that, get it finished and complete and out of the way, and feel good and accomplished. Break and reward. That's what I do too. Nice cup of coffee, chill out, listen to a funny podcast, whatever it is. Create more space in between things by celebrating the fact that you did them and completed them in the first place, okay? And I want to pull a few of these because I just love these and they're so feel good. So when I cultivate a spiritual connection, I can trust the universe no matter what. Absolutely. This is the best head and heart and soul space that you can acquire and exist in, because with this, time is kind of limitless, your possibilities are limitless. You feel good about who you are and where you are, because when you have a spiritual connection, you realize you are perfect as you are. You don't need to prove yourself. You don't need to accumulate bonus points in life. You don't need to do anything. You don't need to look good on paper. Just existing and noticing the beautiful and bounty and having gratitude for what's around you is enough. We don't need to push and push. That's the existence and flow state, which is so beautiful. Now I love this. Believing in spiritual guidance gives me certainty and the freedom to keep dreaming, even when I can't yet see the result. Absolutely. I remember the beginning process of making my tarot deck, and I'm still in the process because that's something I'm not going to rush. I want the process to be enjoyable, artistic, creative. Therefore, if it takes me a year, it takes me a year. But I want them the way I want them, and I want, I want flourish and fun and color and all of that. So I'm not going to be like, oh, by December these have to be up, blah 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 blah. I'm not going to operate like that. And I feel like when we all do this, and we start anything, whether I want to start a YouTube channel, I want to start a podcast, I want to start a clothing line, whatever it is that is kind of pulling you in that beautiful life path purpose, realize that you don't have to know what it looks like. You don't have to know what the income of it looks like. You don't have to know what the interior, where you're going to be working looks like. Just the beautiful idea of it. What are the concepts that get you excited? What are the things that lift and bolster you and get you stoked about that? I remember in my YouTube journey, my first thing was, I just can't wait to learn more about what Spirit is going to bring in terms of connections and guidance for myself and viewers. Like, I get so excited about concepts like that because I love when you integrate spirituality with psychology, because when our mind is set correctly, we tap into this. We know that this is a real existence, that spiritual concepts lift and enlighten and help and heal us in huge ways. And so I feel like it does start with our attitude and our perception of ourselves and our capabilities and our life path and all of that. And when we really know that anything is possible, we journey in a different way. We journey calmly, smoothly, lovingly, and compassionately towards ourselves. So that's your daily pop, you guys. Love and light. I hope you all have a great weekend.